In her convention speech, Nikki Haley promotes Trump. In her Tuesday night Republican convention speech, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley pitches voters on Donald Trump, her latest move toward accepting her former enemy and uniting the party. Haley will address voters who are uncertain about voting for President Trump and make the argument for why she is voting for him, a CNN source said. The Trump campaign and Republican convention officials authorized Haley's speech, as they do all such remarks. The program added Haley late after she released her delegates last week and urged them to back Trump. Her Milwaukee appearance was 2 days after the Trump assassination attempt and the former president's call for unity at the convention. After a difficult, year-long campaign for the Republican presidential nomination, Haley encouraged GOP voters to endorse her to prevent the chaos she said surrounds the former president. Tuesday's address continues a gradual thawing of tensions between Haley and Trump. Haley refused to drop out and rally behind Trump after primary losses in New Hampshire and South Carolina. Instead, she criticized the former president and his age more. She often noted at campaign events that polls showed she would be more competitive than Trump versus President Joe Biden in a general election and that his legal issues would dominate the campaign. Haley ended her candidacy in early March, the day after Super Tuesday, without endorsing the former president like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. DeSantis, who left after the Iowa caucuses, will speak Tuesday. Donald Trump must now win over those in our party and beyond who did not support him. In her leaving announcement, she hoped he did that. In May, Haley, Trump's UN ambassador, claimed she would vote for the former president because Biden would hurt America. After she released her delegates to vote for Trump last week, her former adversary said he would take a look at inviting her to speak at the convention. Trump told Fox News Radio last week, "There was a lot of terrible blood there. She overstayed. She lost everywhere, yet she wouldn't leave." At a Bloomberg event Tuesday afternoon, Republican National Committee Chair Michael Whatley told reporters that Haley's convention speech was tremendously important. "We want to talk about unifying the country, and I think that's where the president wants to go, especially after Saturday," Whatley said. So having Ambassador Haley here is crucial. Who invited Haley to speak at the convention? Whatley wouldn't tell. Haley won only 2 primaries in Vermont and Washington, D.C., and less than 100 delegates, compared to Trump's 2,200. In the weeks following dropping out, she received tens of thousands of primaries votes, including in battleground states like Arizona and Pennsylvania. Biden has used TV and digital commercials to remind Haley's supporters of Trump's remarks. Face convention crowd. The question is whether Haley voters share Republicans' convention unity. Some backers believe it will. Longtime Haley ally and former South Carolina Republican Party Chairman Ketan Dawson stated, "The Nikki Haley voters will come back to Trump. It may take time, but they'll come." Dawson defended his vote for Trump, arguing that the country couldn't handle another 4 years of Biden, despite Haley's criticism. He expected the former governor to give a vintage Haley speech about the nation's future in a more conciliatory manner. Dawson believed Haley's convention speech was right. Thousands of Republican Party activists, some of whom are still wary of her after the race, will also attend. "I have no problem with her speaking tonight, only if she puts her whole support behind President Trump," said Arizona delegate Susan Cheatham, who believed Haley stayed in the race to discredit and disrupt Trump's campaign. South Carolina delegate Angie Fisher expects conflicting reactions to her state's former governor, including boos. Fisher said Southern hospitality prevents them from doing so at events like this. But most Trump supporters don't like how Hillary ran. Aaron Ferris, an undecided delegate from Minnesota, where Haley received nearly 30% of the primary vote, backed for Trump but respects the former ambassador's UN efforts. According to Ferris, primaries are full of talk. "At the end of the day, we must band together for November." Another South Carolina delegate, Julia Black, supported Haley when she led the state but always expected to vote for Trump in the primary. "I think she has gone back into the fold with the rest of us, and I think she'll speak about unity and just promoting the party," Black added. According to Black, Haley's principal criticisms of Trump were standard in politics.